Yes, welcome back to Football Heritage TV. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in this world. Look who we brought on for you today. Everybody's favourite YouTuber. I've heard him called Marmite. I've heard him called many things, but he's here today. And Lee, I feel like you're my dad because the amount of times I get called a fake Lee Gunner or a Lee Gunner wannabe. Are you proud? Are you proud that people like me get called that?
Do you know what? I don't really get it if I'm being honest, Savvy. Yeah? Do you know what it is? Yeah, I don't know why. Like maybe I'm the market leader for negativity or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Strapline. Lee Gunner, the market leader for negativity. I love it.
I genuinely have no idea. But Northside gets it all the time. Oh, you're Lee Gunner's your dad. Yeah, you get told you're a Spurs Lee Gunner, Chelsea Lee Gunners. I've spawned up everywhere in different fan bases.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like I don't really get it. Anyone who has standards for their football club is seen as Lee Gunner. Why am I the problem, bro? Like, what have I done?
Mate, you've ruined YouTube. You single-handedly ruined YouTube. You know that, right? You are the worst thing on YouTube. Look,
cheers, guys.
I know
Thanks
a lot
for
of
having
people
me on as well. It's been a minute as well. Bless up, man.
Mate,
and you're smashing it as well. So make
that.
sure you're subbing, guys. Make sure you're subbing.
Absolutely. And listen, I will start by shamelessly saying, guys, you all know I've just started my second channel, which is purely videos, no lives. Just going to be content about other clubs. Please smash that button. The link is pinned. And obviously subscribe to Lee. He's got about 9 million subscribers, but keep subscribing to him anyway. And look, Lee, let's start today. I want to talk about a few things today. I'm going to talk about the European stuff first and foremost. Then I want to talk a bit about what you just mentioned, like that kind of standards within football. And also why it's always seen as negative and half glass empty versus, hey, no, I actually want better. So I want to talk a little bit about that. And I'm sure we'll go off in tangents wherever we can. If anyone's got any questions, whack them in. I'll try and get to a few questions. Super chats, obviously, we'll get there first. And subscribe and smash up the likes, people. We're getting very bad over here, the likes. So please do that. Lee, Champions League, you boys have got PSV, which I think you'll get through, followed by one of those small Madrid clubs. How were you feeling when you saw the draw earlier?
Hashtag pray for Real Madrid. Like, bro, we've got to try and get past PSV first. Let's not even look forward to any Madrid teams. We've got to try and get past PSV. To be honest, I do think we will. And if we don't, it should be sacked immediately. Yeah, let's just be real with it. If you can't get past PSV, even with a skeleton squad, like a quarter squad, a half squad, a three-quarter squad, sorry, mate. You can't get these farmers are harvesting again if you don't get through. So happy, but not happy, if that makes sense, because I wanted Juve. Because they're the draw specialists, bro. I was just like, yo, give me Juve. I don't want them Dutch teams. Yeah, we got the best one out of the two, I think. Yeah, because Feyenoord, well, I didn't want Feyenoord. I know they've signed Van Persie as manager now, but the Feyenoord interim, what phase was he in, Savva? Yeah, they sacked Arne Slot's replacement. They sacked him because he was fifth. Right? The first game, the new interim takes over. He beats AC Milan, who had just won a trophy with their new manager, by the way. What phase is he in? Right? Then they draw at the weekend with NAC. Yeah. And then they go and get a draw away from home and knock AC Milan out. They draw at the San Siro and knock him out. Then they've replaced him with Van Persie. Now, what they should have done is kept him. Then if it all went a bit south, then you get rid of him and go again next season with Van Persie. Yeah, because I think that could go a bit tits up now. Van Persie's not a great manager, I can't lie. Yeah, but you never know. But in terms of PSV, we've played them quite a lot in the last 2 or 3 years, 3-4 years maybe, in Europa League, Champions League, so on and so forth. I think we will beat them. But, bro, we're getting banged in the next round. There ain't no way we're beating either of them Madrids, mate. I don't care how poor you can say Madrid have been. What Real Madrid have, heritage, yeah, they also have big game players. They turn up when it matters. 99 times out of 100. And I see a great stat earlier. The last 19 European finals Spanish teams have got to, against European opposition, obviously. Yeah, they've won all 19 of them.
Cool. Yeah, I mean,
sorry to cut in. If you expand that to Euros and World Cups, they've won against English teams. Yeah, if you go just English teams, and then Euros and World Cups, last 27 finals, they've won them all. That league's the best league in the world. And people keep saying you keep repping that league. I do rep that league, which is why I'm watching Celta Vigo Osasuna tonight. And that'll be a better game than Arsenal West Ham tomorrow.
Well, it was something I wanted to come on to later with you, to be honest with you, about this. Like, because I'm somebody, I've always grown up watching all the leagues. I love watching the Liga, Serie A, I watch Liga, I watch Bundesliga. And I don't want to go too deep into it now. We will as we go on, but it's mad how little respect the English fans give to the other leagues, even though those other leagues seem to kick our asses 9 times out of 10 in European competition, in Europa or Champions League. But we'll get to that. But I mean, the interesting thing for me was not the PSV draw. I looked at that and said, well, they should go through. But Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid. I mean, we saw the other night, Real Madrid. It was Mem v Boys versus City, but I feel like it would be with you guys as well. Tell me if I'm wrong, but they just look superior to what we've got in this country at the moment. And Atletico, we know what Diego Simeone's about. So, do you give your team any hope against either of those in the next round?
Not at all. No chance, mate. I think we'll beat PSV. That's not going to be easy though. Yeah, and me and Matty sit backstage after we do shows here, and we watch all the European leagues. We're going to then go Brazil. We then go MLS. We then go we sit there and we watch, and we're like, whoa, what phase? Oh, who's this guy? Yeah, we did that. We was watching Lazio highlights months back. Yeah, we were sitting there going, yo, who's this geezer at left wing back for? Yo, that's Nuno Tavares. I was like, where was that at Arsenal? It's like, but we do this all the time. Yeah, PSV, I think they're a tricky team.
Yeah,
but at the same time, the way we defend, and I know we've not kept many clean sheets in the Champions League. We've only conceded 3 goals. Yeah, but I just feel like when we come up against proper opposition, Atletico Madrid have got a seasoned vet in their manager. Yeah, he's a proper. I'd love that manager at Arsenal, mate. Simeone. Yeah, he should have been sacked to about 18 months, nearly 2 years ago, because he ain't won nothing for 3.5 years now. And I always go 2 years, don't win nothing, sack. Doesn't matter who you are. Standards have to remain, yeah. But at the same time, if you look at their squad, they have got such a sick squad. They've got Correa and Sorloth coming off the bench.
Yeah.
They have Griezmann and Alvarez starting, but then they rotate a lot. Then they've got Lino swapping with Riquelme. Then they've got Diego Simeone's son. Yeah, they're stacked. Yeah, they're stacked. They've actually got a really good squad. Yeah, and it's mad underrated how good their squad is. That's not easy for Real Madrid. But when you look at Real Madrid, you're like, it's Real Madrid. You can never rule You can never rule this lot out of this competition, mate. And they got through by the skin of their teeth. Really.
It's mad with Madrid, isn't it? Because do you know what? I'm someone that when I prefer the kind of Barcelona style of football to the Madrid style, but Madrid just seem to have this. We don't have to play well. We don't have to be in good form. When it comes to those massive nights, they just turn it on. It's almost like their players find that extra, I don't know, I would say 10%, but it's more, isn't it? It's almost like 30, yeah, it's mad. Do you know what it is though, Savva? Yeah, I think like I don't know if you see the players turning up, the Real Madrid bus turning up. Did you see it outside the Bernabeu? Yeah.
Bruv, like we wouldn't be able to do that in London. They'd be like, oh no, it's so I can't see. There's smoke bombs going off. Oh, Tarquin, please have a word with security, please. I mean, this is disgusting. Yeah, we brought Tabitha with us this evening. Get out of here, mate. Yeah. And like the thing with Madrid is they've got so many clutch players, right? And I wouldn't say they wing it. I think what it is, right? Like, if we take it back to the last Champions League final, they played Dortmund. Well, Adeyemi and all them man should have scored 4 goals in the first half. They should have been 4-0 up against Madrid. Let's not even take the mickey. They should have been 4-0 up, 4 1-on-1s. Yeah, when you play Real Madrid, Leipzig as well last season. Yeah, I watched that game. Leipzig should have banged them at the Bernabeu. But when you go clean through against Real Madrid, the back of your head, that split-second decision-making is gone. Because now I'm under the lights. It's Real Madrid. It's a Champions League final. It's around the 16. It's a call. By the time you thought about it, you've missed. Whereas if they're doing that in their own leagues, they ain't thinking about it because it's Hoffenheim or Augsburg or wherever it may be. They ain't thinking about it.
It's the aura that Madrid give off, isn't it? It's crazy.
And then you also know that you have to give even more yourself because at any given moment, Vinny will run around everyone and score. Yeah, Mbappe will run around anyone and score. Jude come up clutch. Carvajal came up clutch in that final. Yeah, Cruz back in the day. Modric, Rudiger, bro, any of them man at any point can step up and score you a clutch goal. Yeah, and they were shocking in that final, but we knew they'd win it.
Yeah.
We just knew, bruv. We knew.
They always do. Do you know what? I always look at them and think to myself, I don't genuinely, I don't enjoy watching them. Like, I don't ever go, poor Madrid are playing.
Yeah, they're boring.
But you're right. It's not that they wing it, but they've got so many different options and players that can do something from nothing. And even like when I watch Bellingham, for example, if we take it to the English side of things, I don't ever watch Bellingham normally and go, oh, wow, special.
Yeah.
But he scores massive goals in massive games. But the other night against Man City, I just thought he absolutely, that's the best I've seen him play.
Yeah, he was
That's the best I've ever seen him play.
Do you know what? I've seen him play very well for Real Madrid, but he goes through stages. They all do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Valverde was the best player for the first 12 games of this season by a mile. Nobody was on his level. He was the one keeping Real Madrid alive.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was Jude. Yeah. After that, it's Mbappe. Yeah, Mbappe, look at the goals he scored the other night. Bro, all three of his goals were quality. Yeah, the first goal, and this is where most footballers are brain dead. And I don't put Mbappe in the god status like a lot of people do, yeah? Right? But, bro, when that ball came over the top, and that was after about 20-odd passes, they were pinging it around. Then Asensio, ball over the top. As soon as it went over the top and it bounced, Mbappe had a sly little look twice to see the keeper coming out. Yeah, first time he looked, and then he had a little look again. He's rolled the geezer and it was like, bang. Yeah, because he was cute with he had the look, bang. Most players, if that was 29, or if that was Dominic Solanke at your club, 29. Right, bro, they would have took a touch, it would have bounced off their chest, it would have gone over there. Yeah, they might have fallen over, they might have initiated a free kick. Yeah, on the 1 out of 100, they might have scored that. And Mbappe would do that maybe 50, 60% of the time because he had the look. The second goal, bro, I don't know if you see the celebration. I see it all slowed down, yeah? You see when he went like that? He went like that. That was because Vardiel's leg went like that. He was taking the fizz. Yeah, but bro, that is when Mbappe's good. When he's got the ball, quick, boom, 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 bang, goal. It's like, and then the third goal, I mean, come on. That hat-trick was one of the best hat-tricks I've seen this season, yeah?
It was a very good hat-trick.
Like you say, at any given moment, these men rock up and it's almost like they thrive off of the pressure of it being like, we're Madrid. This is a big game. We have to win tonight. And they made Man City look like schoolboys, bruv. That was embarrassing for Man City. Fans walking out the stadium for Man City and after about 60 minutes.
Do you know what? Before we move back to your game, potentially against them, obviously, you know, things have got to go both ways. But, I mean, the other night, the Man City-Madrid game, this was my opinion. Feel free to absolutely disagree, and I know you're not shy in doing that. My opinion was when I saw the lineup, it was almost as though I thought Pep had resigned to the fact before the game that, like, you know, it was, let's let Kusanov play in this game. Let's get Nico in at the same time. Marmoush is going to go up front. Savio's not going to be on the right. Foden's going to be out wide, not in the middle. It almost felt to me like it was a let's worry for Liverpool, because even at half time, he didn't do anything. And City didn't. Do you know what? I think all but one of their shots, Lee, came in the last 12 minutes of the game when it was done. And I've never seen such a lackluster Man City display in the Pep Guardiola era. But for me, do you think they do that to Arsenal? I know it'd be a different game. You're better at the back than Man City. But is that what you would expect versus you lot? Or do you think you'd have more to go at them with your forward line?
Well, against Madrid.
Against Madrid.
We ain't got a forward line.
That's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at, mate.
Bro, the fact that he played Bernardo, and he kind of went with a diamond. It was like a diamond formation, but bro, that was one of Foden's worst games. He's had a lot this season, yeah?
Yeah.
You're playing Kushnoff at right back. Why?
Yeah.
Like, why are you playing a brand new, like, bro, he threw him in against Chelsea and he looked like a rabbit in the headlights in that first 20 minutes against them, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like, but
he's looked very nervous since he joined, doesn't he? Listen, I thought in the second half, I thought he actually got to grips with Vinny Jr. a lot better. But for me, it looks like one of those where you say, right, he needs a year. He needs a year to settle. But
yeah, to get so used to the pace and like
yeah.
But I think this is where Pep's very good. He's a great manager, of course. He's one of the GOATs, yeah. Right. But this is where I look at Pep and I just think, bro, you've never been in this position before in your career. Yeah. And he don't know what to do, bro. He's playing a 4. No, I'm looking at the formation right now. It's a 4-1-2-1-2. Yeah. You got Foden floating off over there. You got Savio floating into midfield and then back on the right. Foden's then over there. Gundo's over here. Then he's up there. Marmoush over here, then here. And you got Bernardo over. Bro, as soon as I see that starting 11, I was like, that midfield stinks.
Oh, mate,
you're playing a diamond. There's no pace. There's no creativity. Foden don't create. Let's just be real with it. He don't. He's a good player, but he don't create. Yeah. Bernardo don't create. They don't score much either. Neither of them. Nico Gonzalez has just joined. I know he scored, but it was consolation at the end.
Yeah.
And Gundo don't create or score. So that entire diamond ain't doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I expect to see a very different team against Liverpool, if I'm honest. I feel like he's kind of prioritized that game. And I think that gives you the sense of,
yeah, but why?
Listen, I think he knew that player for player, I think he knew Madrid were going to bully them. I think he saw in the first leg.
Yeah, but that's where you have to earn your money, Savva. Yeah, let's be real. He's prioritizing a game to get his team potentially top 4 rather than a Champions League round knockout to get you into the next knockout. Yeah, a playoff to get you into the round of 16. Why are you prioritizing 4th over a competition that if you sort your life out, you might actually go far in and potentially win, and you have won before? Yes, I know they're not the same Man City as the treble season.
Yeah, of course.
But you're throwing that in the bin when you're only 1 goal behind. When you've actually gone and dominated them before at the Bernabeu, to the point where Vinny Jr. is telling Ancelotti, we're actually going to play football or what? Do you remember that a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
Vinny was like, we're actually going to play football. Bro, they were whistling and jeering, white handkerchiefs out. The Madridistas had the hankies out. Like, are we going to play football or what?
Yeah.
Because Man City played them off the park in that treble season, yeah? And it's like, bro, you're throwing that in the bin to go and get top 4. This is Wenger-esque.
Yeah. I feel like this is such a last thing on Man City. We'll move back to your guys and then some Spurs chat, because I know loads of people in here love to hear how much I rate Spurs. It feels to me like this is a real pivotal summer for Pep, because I've got this feeling you're going to see Walker, Stones, Vardial, Silva. Sorry, not Vardial. Sorry, let me start that again.
KDB.
Walker, Stones, Ederson, KDB, Gundogan, Silva, Grealish. I think you're going to see them all go. And I think Man City will start looking at Florian Wirtz, players of that ilk. And then we'll see City. Listen, I let them off because I think they've had 4 league titles in a row. But if he hadn't had those 4 league titles in a row, this has been a terrible season. But listen, I want to get back
It's still been a terrible season by their standards, though, Savva.
Of course.
Yeah, but the one thing I will say, and I know you want to move on there, the one thing I will say about Man City, yeah, they knew they effed up in the summer, and he admitted that in a press conference. Yeah, they didn't plan on losing Rodri. They had no backup for that. They had no contingency plan for losing Rodri. And I don't think it's just Rodri being injured that has caused all of these issues. Right, no, Kyle Walker's fallen off a cliff. He shouldn't have stayed last season. Right?
Agreed.
Gundo came back, bro. I watched La Liga. Some people in the chat do as well, but then they might disagree with me. He wasn't great at Barcelona.
Yeah.
He wasn't great. He was all right, but he weren't great. And I remember LB, bless up LB. They're all tracking the plane back and all of this. Like, it was funny, right? Man. And I actually even said, "Yo, he's a better midfielder than what we have." Yeah, but I'm then thinking of it now, and I'm going, "Yo." I'm still thinking Gundo was the Gundo he was before he went City. Before he went Barca. This season he's been awful, bro. Foden. Nobody could have predicted that guy was player of the season and fell off a cliff like he has.
Oh, it's mad.
KDB's legs are done.
It's the what's the opposite of the perfect storm? You know, like when it all comes together great, like Leicester City season. It feels like it's that for City, but the opposite. It's like they've all kind of gone. Literally, like they've won the league last year and then gone, like, you know, it's like they've
somebody's unplugged the power.
Yeah. It's mad.
But do you know what? There has been some good players for them this season, yeah? Right? Sure. There has. Right, Ederson's been awful, by the way. Foden's been awful. Gundo's been awful. Yeah, he's going to go though, I think. But
he's going to go. He's on loan, Marius, but right. he will go. Yeah,
but I think like they've had way too many players that have just either gone F it, we've won everything, who cares? Yeah, and we're in right. Let's be real. Bernardo Silva ain't wanted to be there for about the last 4 years, mate. Yeah, it's almost like they've had a gun to the back of his head and held him ransom in it. You know what I mean? Yeah, then you've got KDB who's fallen off a cliff. Yeah, it's a shame because he's a fantastic footballer. Look at the season they won the treble. Man was doing double nutmegs against the same geezer. Bro, he run rings around Bayern Munich. See, and that wasn't the Bayern Munich that we played last year. That was a proper Bayern Munich the year before. And he killed them.
When I watched De Bruyne, Silva, Gundogan, Stones, I'm looking at them and going, some of them a year too long, some of them 2 years too long. But I'm looking at it and going,
the hunger ain't there.
You should have moved it on. But I think that's a worry for the rest of the league because I think that City will, in the summer, go and buy some very good footballers.
Which is what they did in Jan because they realised, and Pep said it in his presser, I thought I had enough to keep going. Yeah, and it's my fault because I get the final say. Yeah, and I overestimated what we had. Yeah, and he was like, but then the first chance to rectify it, bang, they blitzed 200 million, bruv. Yeah, and this summer they're going to do this. They'll probably do 300 this summer because they're going to get rid of Bernardo. Will go for a fee, right? And I looked at it. I did this on the stream. I know you want to move on there, but I did this on the stream the other day. Kevin De Bruyne's on 400 grand a week. That's coming off the wage bill in the summer.
Yeah,
Kyle Walker's wage will come off in the summer. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what he was on. Then you got Gundo's on about 300. Jack Grealish on about 300. Right? There's £1 million off their wage bill, just 3 or 4 players, bro. That million is 52 million over. That's a week, yeah. That's 52 million over a year. Yeah, that's one player straight away they can pay for a 50 million quid player. Then they're going to get rid of Nunes, yeah, because he ain't it. Yeah, then they'll get rid of Stones probably. Well, he's on top dollar. They're going to save about 1.5 million quid on wages, bro. There's 75 million quid straight away. They'll go buy a player with that.
Well, if we add this up, Lee, look at the players we mentioned, right? So De Bruyne is on 400, Bernardo Silva's 300, Jack Grealish 300. There's $1 million from those three. Stones is on a quarter of a million, so that's 1.25. Gundogan's on $250,000, that's 1.5 million, right? Then you look at if you look at the likes of Edison, who's on 100 grand a week, he'll probably be going. Then if you when you start looking at these players, Walker's on about 300 grand a week. They're going to save £2 million a week in wages. They'll be fine. Look, let's move on from that. Lee, what I'm going to say, and you can have a go at my followers here. This is terrible from them. There's 640 people in the chat. Guys, shamelessly, I started a new channel.
Don't say shamelessly. Nah, F shamelessly. Fucking sub to his channel, you pussy.
Yeah.
How about
exactly. That? The link is pinned.
Respectfully.
Listen, even if it's something that you don't want to watch a video about Arsenal or Liverpool or Chelsea or Villa or whoever, help a brother out. Listen, I stream for you every day. I do it even when it's the days when not a lot of money is coming back my way. I'm here for hours and hours. Not as many as this guy, or that way I should point. But guys and girls, we're on 257 in one day, which is okay. It's not bad. There we go, 257. That should be at 500 in the next half an hour. There's 650 of you in here. So there's the link.
Have I even subbed?
Huh?
Have I even subbed? I don't even. You sent this to me. I can't remember if I subbed.
Lee, do you know what, Lee? If you were a real friend, Lee, what you'd do is you'd send it to 4 million subscribers and say
million subscribers.
No, listen. So please do subscribe. That really, really would help out. And don't forget to subscribe.
I have subscribed, by the way. I have subscribed.
Good man, thank you. Come on, people, show the love. Lee,
I'm subscribed, Savva. See, I'm a real friend, and I'll share that on the community because I'm a proper friend. You know what I mean?
Lee, I'll tell you what, mate. If you sent that out to your community asking them to subscribe, you'd be my favourite Arsenal fan ever.
Well, I am your dad.
Yeah. And you're my dad, yeah. I lost my dad when I was 5, so I just look at everybody as a father figure. Look, guys and girls, just quickly before we move on, Belly MJ, big up to you, has just said, legends, big up you two. We try our best, I feel like, in this crazy YouTube game. Big up to you, really appreciate that. John Lee has come in and said, Lee, could you take Ange, send us Arteta to us? Let's make an exchange. We're going to move on to that right now. We're going to move on to that. Don't worry, Lee's... We're going to move on to that. Big up, John. I appreciate that. And Nadir has said it was a sackable game for Pep. Oh, I don't think it's sackable, Nadir. He's got, I I think he's got 8 years
no,
in the
but
bank.
standards, bro.
Sure, but he's got 8. We'll get to that in a second. Savva Lee is right. How dare he throw the Champions League? I'm disgusted at decisions, but I think we get Cambiasso, Wirtz, and Buena. Buena, by the way. Oh, that's a player. Buena is a top player that not enough people talk about. Cambiasso is very good as well. And Florian Wirtz will not be at Bayer Leverkusen for much longer. I can assure you of that. Nadir, listen, I appreciate it. I just think he has got credit in the bank. And I just don't think, I think one of the main reasons, I don't want to talk about City again, but one of the main reasons I would say is I don't think City have got anyone that great in the world that could replace him. But Lee, Tottenham and Arsenal. Let's talk about Tottenham and Arsenal. Spurs fans, lots of us very unhappy with Ange. Lots of your fan base are very unhappy with Arteta. Are we in a culture now of everyone just being unhappy for unhappy's sake, or with good reason for both clubs to be unhappy with their managers?
Well, it's North London together. Do you remember the picture AFTV posted out with the elephants with the trunks and paws? Yeah, and all of that. Do you know what I think it is? I think very similar to lockdown, Savva, yeah? After 2 years, people had enough. It's like, no, this can't continue. And there's always a tipping point, yeah, no matter what it is in life, whether it's personal life, family life, like football life, there's always a tipping point. Like, you've seen this when you had Poch at your football club. You've seen this with Harry Redknapp and Christian Gross and all these other managers you've had. You've had millions of managers, Conte and so on and so forth. There's always a tipping point. Yeah. And I feel like Tottenham fans, it took you long enough, by the way. Yeah. 24 years and all of that was the banner, wasn't it? I thought Daniel Levy was leading the protest, by the way. I mean, who was that guy? I thought it was Julian from AFTV at one point. But
he's him. Did you see someone come and steal it? Levy in.
Yeah. He robbed it. Robbed. Oh. Everyone's robbed. But no, real talk here. I think there's always a tipping point. And I think the tipping point for lockdown was the Super League. Because all of a sudden, everyone's rocking up outside stadiums going, F the lockdown laws.
Yeah.
We're going out, mate. And the tipping point was they didn't want the Super League. Well, this is how dense most football fans are. We have the Super League. It's called the Champions League, lads and lasses and non-binary unicorns, of course. Right? But we have the Champions League.
Non-binary unicorns.
We have to cater for everyone, mate. Listen, Donald Trump said there's two genders, but we have to cater for the non-binary unicorns, bro. You know what I mean? But
it's mad.
No, honestly, real talk though, yeah. I look at it and I just think like the tipping point for your football club is the fact that you were 15th. Yeah, and the football is dire. No matter how many injuries you've got, that should not be an excuse. And I've seen Ange sit in a press conference going, "Well, mate, you know, we've got a young squad. Yeah, that's done by design. Yeah,
I want an apology
mate,
from
we've
you,
got
Lee.
Injuries, mate. Well, that's unfortunate.
I want an apology.
Issue. Go on.
I want an apology from you, right? I don't do the apologies thing, but do you know what? About 3 or 4 months ago, I sent a super chat into your show with Rans, and I said, "Get this fraud Ange out of my club." And both you and Rand said, "Nah, Sav, nah, he's good." Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I was being sarcastic. I can't speak for Rants, but I was being sarcastic.
Yeah. I love
Keep him, mate. It's just who we are, mate. But no, real talk here. He should have been sacked. Right, let me say this here. You sacked Antonio Conte. It's about the money. The fans pay the money. Yeah. Daniel, for 20 years, they play for nothing. I'm not used to this. And so now it got worse. Yeah, that interview is goated, by the way. Right? But at the same time, you've had Jose say it. You've had Conte say it. You've had Ange say, well, listen, mate, after you got knocked out against whoever it was, I think it was Man City when you played when our fans had their pants down for your club, 14th of May. Yeah, and he was like, oh, yeah, mate, I've seen a lot of things today I didn't like, mate, internally, mate. He knows. But the problem I have with this manager that you have now is he's a puppet, bruv. He's not going to go and get a big job at a big club if he leaves Tottenham. And you're paying him enough money to keep his gob shut, really. He'll drop the odd little hint. Yeah, because let's be real, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people marching down the Seven Sisters ain't getting your ownership out when they all, or most of them, not all, but most of them will put their ticket in the ground and going anyway. Yeah, they're not. Yes, it got big eyes on it, Yeah. But how many of them were actually protesting? How many of them got caught up in the protest walking to the ground? We don't know. Let's assume that all of them people walking down the road were part of the protest. Yeah. Because I'd like to think they were.
Yeah.
When I say that's 4,000 people that were there, 4,000 people, mate, that's a big turnout. Now what you do, scan your ticket and don't walk in the ground. Now they ain't taking your ticket away because it says you've been to the game. Scan, turn around. Scan, turn around. Now you have 4,000 people outside with the banners up whilst the game is beamed round the world on Super Sunday, protesting outside the ground. That would do more damage to Levy. Yeah. When I protested against the Cronkies and Wenger, there was about 400 of us, mate. That ain't doing nothing. Yeah, that ain't doing nothing. Let's be real. 400 people ain't doing shit. Even if we stayed outside, 4,000 people stopped the Super League. For your club, my club, Chelsea, every club. Yeah. We had 4,000 outside our grounds. 400 people ain't doing nothing, right? But Daniel Levy, Ange knew what he was getting himself into. This guy struck gold by going into the Premier League. And I said to who's now sold himself out for a pound note by saying robbed on every team, right? I told him when we were doing shows together, Valencia did it, 30,000 outside the ground against Bilbao. Yeah, AC Milan have emptied the whole stadium and got change of ownership. Nobody there, right? But I said to that particular guy, I was like, Ange Postecoglou is a good manager. I got friends that live here that are Celtic fans that live in Spain, yeah? Right, the Scottish Celtic fans, yeah? They said Ange is a good manager, and I've watched a lot of Celtic, not as much as them, whatever. You will get banged enough times under that manager, but you'll go and bang enough teams as well, because when it goes right, it will slap everyone. Yeah, pretty much. But when it goes wrong, you're getting slapped because he's so regimental in how he plays. You have to have the right personnel. Van der Ven is great for his system because he's rapid. Yeah. He can cover. Kyle Walker was doing that at Man City. You can do all this flying fullbacks, inverted this, inverted that, centre backs playing the number 10 and all that crap because you've got Kyle Walker 100 mile an hour can recover. Van der Ven is that for you. When Van der Ven's out injured, Destiny Adogi was that for you. Yeah. Because he's quick and he's half decent. Yeah. I don't think he's as good as your fans make him out to be, but he's a very good player. Right?
Yeah.
Romero, liability, but he's your Gabriel Magalhaes. Yeah. Get over the bozo gene with that guy, and I think he's actually a decent defender. And him and Van der Ven complement each other very well, the same as Saliba and Gabriel. The problem is you haven't got anything to cover that. The same as Arsenal. If Saliba and Gabriel go down injured, we're dusted. Yeah. Then you look in your midfield. Maddison's fallen off a cliff since he joined you, really. Let's be real. Yeah, he's not the Maddison he was. He's had moments at Tottenham, and I rate Maddison. I think he's class. But then you're signing Dross. Yeah, Dominic Solanke ain't it, mate. I'm sorry, he ain't.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
You've signed Kulusevski, who's probably been your best player this season. Him and Jed Spence in the last 2 months. Jed Spence has been unreal.
Jed Spence in the last 2 months. Kulu's very hit and miss.
First part of the season, he was sick, though. But he can't do it on his one, Savva. Son's finished. Let's just say that.
Son's gone. Son's gone. I think the difficulty is you know what Spurs fans do. Listen, I think most clubs are like this. If a player signs for, I'll just pick a player at random. Matoma. I'm just going to at random. Matoma signs for Tottenham this summer. Right? He's the greatest signing ever. He's the greatest winger in the league. We'll make videos about why he's perfect for Ange. He's perfect for the system. He's great. Matoma goes and signs for Newcastle this summer. Oh, I don't know about that as a signing. I think Newcastle have wasted their money. Is he that guy? Look at his stats. And this is what football fans are very good at. And I get that bias thing. I think what you and I have, Lee, I'll group us together here, you know, the negative fam and all that. I don't think we don't look at football like that. I'm very honest. When like Solanke, when Spurs signed Solanke, I went,
he's an off the bench player.
I went, he's okay. Like he's okay. I've seen Berbatov, Keane, Defoe, Sheringham, Klinsmann, Kane. I've even someone like Canute up front was really good.
Louis Zaha.
Right.
Darren Bent.
Then
Jermaine
we
Defoe.
signed Solanke, and people are going, well, best we could have got. Whoa.
No, it ain't.
60 million. That's the best. And this is what we do. We start them find what happened, Lee, in the summer. There was video after video after video. Why he's perfect for Ange Ball. All these people who make these videos. Cool. Now the videos are, he's the sacrificial lamb. He doesn't suit Ange's system. Hang on. You told me in the summer this guy was going to bang in loads of goals because he was in Ange's system. And that's just one example, but we do that with everyone, Lee.
That's every fan base now, Savva. Every fan base here. When was the last time your fan base, and I'm not invested in looking at your fan base every day. Right, I see bits and pieces. When was the last time you were linked to a player and universally your fan base said, no, it's shit? Because the last one we had at Arsenal was Aaron Ramsdale. And then as soon as Ramsdale terms were agreed and got the fee agreed, they flipped the other way. Well, now he's here. Oh, he's wearing the shirt. Then when we signed David Raya, they said, no. Yeah, Ramsdale. And I was, the negative fan, was going, yo, Raya's better than Ramsdale, mate. This guy can't concentrate. Pigeons on the pitch and all that. Yeah, like what we're doing here, right? And friends of Aaron have now been muddied. And it's like, I feel like the way football's gone with Premier League football clubs, especially the bigger clubs. Yeah, that's not a disrespect to the little lesser teams, or the smaller clubs, right? I feel like everyone just has to be sickly toxic positive for the sake of it. And it's like, but this is why you will not get rid of managers and owners like that anymore. Because this fan base at Arsenal, bro, literally less than 0.1% of the fans around the world probably attend matches. There's 140,000 or 104,000 people on our waiting list. Right? If all 40,000 season ticket holders all go this summer, bollocks, 5 years with nothing, give our ticket back. They can sell that 3.5 times over, bro. Like nearly, 3 times over. Yeah. Same with your club. Because these clubs are finesse people. Bro, I see ESPN yesterday. ESPN official yellow tick Twitter page posted out Mesut Ozil and Martin Odegaard graphic. Who you picking? Mesut Ozil in his prime or Martin Odegaard? And I'm like, are you taking the piss? But this is the problem, Savvy. Whoever runs that Twitter account is probably 22 to 23, 25 years old, 18 to 25. The producers of these shows on TalkSport, Sky Sports, TNT, ESPN, they're all early 20s. They've never seen their clubs be great. They're just happy to get a gig at the company they're at, Sky Sports, whatever. Look at the geezer that you've probably seen the clip. He didn't even know where we signed Arsene Wenger from. Mate. He didn't know He didn't know that Tony Adams scored that goal, and he's got a statue outside the ground. Yeah. The only question I struggled on, by the way, out of all of them 13 questions that fella was asked, was Ian Wright and Bergkamp combined goals, and I knew it was about 305, 310. Because I knew how many Bergkamp scored roughly. I knew how many Wright he scored, right? So I was like, but then when Carragher gave him the 3 answers, I just went straight down the middle, 305. But I knew it was between 301 and 315 maybe. So I knew 275 and 335 weren't the answer. Shirt sponsors. Bro, this guy's going, oh, my get out of jail is that I was born in 97. Cool. Well, I know who scored the cup final winner in 1971, mate. Yeah. Charlie George. Yeah. Charlie George. I know who the shirt sponsors were, mate. Fucking O2. We went invincible with O2 on it, mate. Dreamcast, Sega, come on.
Just don't know. They don't know their history. They don't.
And they don't learn it. And the clubs don't want them to learn it, which is why they don't peddle it out to them.
I've got Spurs fans that genuinely come in my chat and tell me that Kulusevski is a better player than David Ginola was.
Get out of it, man.
But Lee, I kid you not. This is what we get. I've got people telling me that Romero is as good as Ledley King and Toby Alderweireld and these players. And I'm like,
no.
It's the copium. By the way, Lee, I thought you might like this. We've had a very nice message sent in to us, a very warm welcome to both of us. I thought you might like this. It's from Triple J, who said, trust Sav to bed with the enemy, and have the badmouth our team on a supposed Spurs fan show. No one cares what this F-wit says is his club are the chokes of the Premier League. That's a warm welcome, isn't it? Do you feel?
Oh, well, that's
welcome,
fantastic, mate, because I guarantee you were supporting Man City on the 14th of May, hoping they'd beat your own club so Arsenal couldn't win the league, mate. So what the fuck are you waffling about, first and foremost? Secondly, we're not the enemy, mate, because your club have always been shit and I'm 43 in the summer. Yeah? Respectfully, mate, you've won 4 trophies in my entire life. Yeah? I've seen my club win 5 league titles. Forget the 9 FA Cups, the doubles, yeah, the Invincibles, yeah, the Cup Winners' Cup, winning the league at your ground, which we've done twice, by the way, only once in my lifetime, winning the league at Old Trafford. Yeah. Like, what are we doing here? Like, real talk. Like, honestly, me and Savva are very similar age. We're about a year apart, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'm 43 in June. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 42. I'm 40. Oh, God. How have I forgot my age? I'm 43 in November. Yeah,
so we're 6 months apart, 5 months apart. Yeah. Right, we're very similar age. I don't count your club, and I've said this before, I don't count your club as the rival of my football club. Do you know why? Because Man United are my rival. And the reason Man United are my rival is because I grew up on that. Yeah, man said I want to win games unlike bro. Man said I'm with Ange, bro. I don't know how old you are, fella. Yeah, right. Respectfully, and big up for watching. Yeah, we're not rivals.
I love fans like this. I love.
No. But real talk. At least he's not being a complete prick with it. Yeah.
Like,
voicing his opinion. No, but listen, no, but that's assumption. That's the mother of all fuck ups, to be fair. Right. But at the end of the day, he's voiced his opinion. But I don't know about you, Savva. I don't see you as rivals. I see Man United as rivals because I grew up on that rivalry. Yes, I want to beat your club every time I play you, but that's just to laugh at you. Yeah, because I'm just like, whatever.
By location. We're rivals by location and history.
Yeah.
But right now,
and because they're getting out the league and we got our way back in and all that, Middlesex, Woolwich, all that crap. Yeah, cool. But I don't see you as a rival. Do you know what? Your football club sacked Pochettino after going 5 full seasons without winning nothing. You were getting top 4 every year. You got a Champions League final. You were in a title race. Yeah, when Chelsea won it. Yeah, you were in that title race. Yeah, in 2000, right? You was in the title race when Conte won it at Chelsea, right? And I go, well, this manager Arteta has been here 5 full years. Forget the half year. The end of the season, he's been here 5 full years. Where's his Champions League final? He's been in a title race a few times. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, what's the difference? The only difference is the half season before that, yeah, where he won the cup, which is fantastic, and I love the cup. But at the same time, if we don't sack our manager at the end of this season, if he don't win nothing, when you sacked Poch, to now if we don't sack Arteta, if he don't win nothing, you had higher standards. Because you sacked a manager that played best football you had in a while, and got you to a Champions League final. I think he got you to the cup. I think Matic scored a banger in that fucking semi. I think he got to another semi as well. Was it a League Cup semi or was it another cup? So I can't remember. Yeah, but you were in top 4 every year. Yeah. You were playing very good football. Yeah, and you were up there. Yeah, what have we done?
But do you know
we've been to one final since that cup final. So in fact, actually, that's including that cup final. He's been to one final in 5 years. David Moyes did that at West Ham, and he won his as well.
Yeah. Do you know the thing I don't get? And I wanted to talk to you about this today.
I'm listening, but I need to piss over. I've done about 9 liters of water today, mate. And I've done about 3 pints before I come home. So yeah, bear with.
No, you go for it. You'll be back in a second. Guys and girls, please smash the like button. Please do. You guys are being really harsh. 800 of you in here. 800 of you in here. Only 309 likes. And guys and girls, we didn't even manage to get that to 400, let alone 500. Come on, people. Right now, there's the link. Smash that button. Show some love. I think I do quite a lot of good for the YouTube community. We've got a 24-hour stream coming up in 2 weeks' time. Surely we can get everyone going over there, smashing that subscribe button to help a brother out. Surely. Anyway, let's hope that a few people do. And please do subscribe to Lee as well. It'd be much appreciated. Really do appreciate that. Look, it's interesting, isn't it? When we talk about the word rivals, yes, we are rivals. We are rivals in location. We are rivals by name. We look forward to the North London Derby every year. But the difference being is that for how many years now do we just not threaten Arsenal at all? Like, and Arsenal, I'm not saying they're great. They've got to probably get rid of their manager as well, but it's absolutely crazy. It's each their own. Absolutely, Lord Rodney Trotter. That's all I ask, is that people pay that forward. So thank you very much. We'll get to the Europa League draw in a minute, by the way, guys and girls. We really, really will. But thank you to everyone who has liked, subscribed to Lee Gunner as well. And hopefully you are enjoying the show so far. Always good fun. Jack has said it. I'm disappointed in you, Savva. Jack, sure, feel free for your next message to tell me why you're disappointed in me, and I'll see how much I'm bothered by how much you're disappointed in me for whatever I've done.
If you expect nothing, you can't be disappointed. It's simple as that, isn't it? Right? But real talk, I was listening to what you just said a minute ago. Yeah, we're rivals in terms of location, but let's be real. Yeah, we're both shit. We're both crap, bruv. No, let's just be real with it. We are the spicy Spurs. We're the red Spurs. Yeah, I've seen my club win at your ground a title. Yeah, I've seen my club win at Old Trafford a title. We've won the league at your ground twice. We've won it at Man United. We've won it at Chelsea twice. We've won it at Anfield. Yeah, we've won the league at Anfield 89. This fan base are trying to gas themselves up that we're going to go to Anfield and win the league at their ground. No, we're not. We're going to have to go there and give them a fucking guard of honour like we did against Van Persie at Old Trafford. Let's just be real with it. They've got 7 home games left, by the way. Right? Yeah, we might catch them up a little bit, but we might not. No guarantee we beat West Ham tomorrow. No guarantee we beat Nottingham Forest. No guarantee we beat Man United, Chelsea, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Everton away. We've got a lot of hard games to come, yeah? But let's be real with it, Savvy, yeah? I think this like age of football, like since social media's come along and the football's gone global, and it's not a diss at the global fans. I'm a global fan now. I live in Spain, yeah? It's not a diss at global fans per se. But I think the clubs, we've been to America 4 out of the last 5 years on pre-season tour. Yet we have Visit Rwanda on our sleeve. Why don't we visit Rwanda then? Yeah, yeah. Why haven't we been?
It's a good point.
Why haven't we been to Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria? Why? Because it's about the money. Yeah, and the same with your stadium. Yeah, you got a big stadium. You got a great ownership in terms of bringing money in. In terms of transferring that onto success on the pitch, he couldn't give a shit.
Can't do it.
He couldn't give a shit. We've made a 17 million pound loss, but our revenue stream has gone up 180 million, I think. Yeah, in the last 12 months before this season. No wonder he got 15 million quid a year to keep his mouth shut. And let's be real. Yeah, real talk. Yeah, and not only that, you've already bought the replacement for Sonny. Yeah. The young boy, Asian player of the young player of the year. You've already got him in. You've got a Korean cafe at your stadium. Fair play. Levy's a G, bruv, when it comes to business.
Oh,
like, let's be real. The guy's mad. Yeah.
But you know where we went last summer? Last summer we went to Australia. I wonder why we went there. This summer we went to Korea. I wonder why we went there. Look, I'll tell you what, I'd love to get your opinion on this, Lee. First and foremost, Ange,
we can do about another 20. We can do about another 20 minutes as well, because Rance has nudged. I've nudged it back with Rance, and I'll do 45 on mine.
Big up.
So back quarter 2, yeah.
Yeah, cool. All good for me, man. All good for me. And then the reason, sorry, everyone, I look like a tramp. I'm going to get my haircut immediately as soon as this finishes. Not that anyone needed to know that. Like, Ange Postecoglou, we always have this chat in the fan base at Spurs, and I did a video the other day where I said the only way for me that Ange can rescue his Spurs career, his job, is by winning the Europa League. My opinion is, though, that his style of football is just 100% unsustainable in terms of, you're right, we're going to win some games, you're going to lose some games, but teams that go forward, they don't lose at the regularity that Spurs lose. They're not as wide open. They're hard to beat. They're well drilled. So my question to you is this. If Ange was to leave Tottenham Hotspur, what level do you think he gets in his next job? Who is looking at Ange and thinking, that's the guy?
Brighton.
No,
not even Brighton, because they actually get managers that retain the ball. He don't retain the ball. He's just like everyone in the high line for life, mate. And the thing is, Savvy, yeah, you've tried everyone, but I don't know. That's a tough question, because I don't think he's a shit coach. I actually think he's all right. But at the same time, he's so naive. The same with Man U's manager. You have to go to the personnel that you've got, right? And you have to have a contingency plan for injuries. And this is where, when I look at your manager, my manager, yeah, oh yeah, well, it's a young squad, mate. Well, it's a young squad by design. You chose to have a young squad. You knew what you got yourself into. And if you're not buying the players and the hierarchy are, we'll call them out, because Conte did. Conte called out Inter and bounced. He called out your club and bounced. Well, got sacked. He wanted to get sacked. He had enough. Right? So it's like, I feel like
Did you hear what
he
he said about that? Did you hear what he said, Lee? Earlier in the season, he was asked, like, we if you remember, we were 2-0 up to Brighton, right? And then lost 3-2. And he was asked two things after that game, which absolutely baffled me. I've been Ange out for a very long time, but that Brighton game for me cemented everything I thought I knew. He was asked about substitutions and trying to rescue the game back after he went to 3-2. And he said he didn't make any changes because he didn't feel that we deserved the point. Right. And you know, when you're like, that's mind blowing. That's your job.
He should have been sacked then.
Right. Secondly, it was, but they were asking about lack of leadership. And he said there are two ways to get leaders, in your squad. You either buy them or you develop them. And he said, I prefer the second option of developing them. Now, it's funny because now 3 months later, it's, we need more senior players in this squad. Hang on, mate. Hang on. You said you wanted this young squad. Not everyone, but most of the Spurs fan base.
He's a puppet. Savva is a puppet, mate.
Crazy.
Yeah. And the thing is, our manager's done the same. Yeah. He sat in the press conferences all the way through January saying, well, we need some players. We need attacking options. We need attacking options. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Right? But he also said that unless Jesus got injured, we had no plan to go and buy anyone in January. So ain't any of these puppets that sit in the press conferences calling them out on it. I'll tell you why. Because these clubs, from the day COVID kicked in, these football clubs, because Savva, you're old enough to know, so a lot of the chat, these journalists were working against the club. The club, they were butting horns. Yeah. They were going against, they were cussing out the clubs. The clubs were saying Fergie was the best at it. Yeah, your job, pal, is to tell the truth. And if you don't tell the truth, you eat. Yeah, I stick a fucking Glaswegian kiss on you, you bastard, jobby bastard. My Scottish accent ain't great. I can't lie. Yeah, I won't do that again, guys. Sorry. Right. But now, since COVID, they've realized that, we can actually play on emotions here. So now what we do, there's millions of people over the internet that support our clubs globally. What we'll do is, if we get these journalists in our back pocket, give them an exclusive. They can have the Daniel Levy interview. They can come to the AGM. The only one he's done, by the way, in how many years? 7 years. Yeah, and that was after he got knocked out to Fulham. And he stood up. Well, I must say, we've got our Tottenham back. And everyone stood up and clapped. You just lost to Fulham in the second round of the Cup the day before. Yeah, like, what we're doing here. Right? Oh, yes. Great. Right? But they've realized that if they give them a little exclusive, so I'll give you an example. Charles Watts. What a weirdo, bruv. Yeah, this guy got the exclusive and mudded Fabrizio on the Thomas Partey deal. Fabrizio's Charlie Watts posted out. Yeah, Arsenal have activated Thomas Partey's release clause. He's en route. Fabrizio posts out, no, he ain't. I ain't heard nothing about that. Half hour later, Fabrizio in the mud, he had to apologize and say Charlie's right. Yeah. David Ornstein, the biggest brown envelope in the entire game. Yeah, that guy is a scumbag, mate. Yeah, there's a reason he's blocked me. Yeah, and he blocked me on my previous Twitter account as well. So I called his crap out. I done a 2-hour live stream about him the other week where I'm still waiting for Nuri Sahin to turn up at Arsenal. This guy said when Wenger reffed at the Vatican, and England were training at London Colney, Arsenal's business is done. You can all forget about it, guys. It's deadline day. 1 hour later, Danny Welbeck signs for Arsenal. Right? Why? Because, and I'll give you the best one. Nicolas Pepe. He said Nicolas Pepe, 13th of July, 2019. I remember it because I landed at Malaga Airport. Right? And that's when I found out who Fabrizio was. Because Fabrizio was like, here we go. Yeah, and I was like, what's he talking about? Here we go. Because I didn't know at the time because he was probably no one was seen at the time, Right? And he mudded him. But David Ornstein gets told to say stuff. David Ornstein is allowed to tweet out an announcement of a player 1 minute before Arsenal official accounts post it out that we've announced Thomas Partey, we've announced Pepe, we've announced. Why is he allowed to announce it 1 minute before the club? Why? Because he's indirectly, I'm not saying he's getting paid, but indirectly he's allowed to go and interview Josh Kroenke at the end of the year. Yeah, I would say be excited and all this piss off. Excited for what? Yeah, it's nearly 1,700 days without a trophy, mate. Yeah, what are we talking about here? Yours is nearly 6,200 days, by the way. Yeah, and this is the thing. Yeah, you have who's the Alistair Gold, another one. He's on the payroll. They're all on the payroll indirectly. I'm not saying the clubs are paying them because I don't think they are. Yeah, Charles Watts has written a book about Arteta's revolution. What revolution? Yeah, what revolution? He's won 1 trophy out of 20 odd available, mate. Yeah. Who wrote that?
Do you know what? John Greachan. Do you know what, Lee? I did this the other day.
Why are they all writing revolution about new managers, bro? What are we doing here?
Look, read this. You know, at the top of at the back of a book where they give you 3 quotes. Read these 3 quotes, Lee.
Let me go full screen on this 1 sec. A fascinating new book, especially compelling on Postecoglou's formative years. Jonathan Norcroft. He's a wrong in that, Jonathan Norcroft. Yeah. An awesome force, an unbelievable coach, Joe Hart, the ex-player.
Yeah.
Right. He is extremely talented, a visionary. Charlie Eccles. Oh, God, what are we doing here? Like, bro, but this is the thing.
This is the man that lets his midfield and defense part like the Red Sea, and I'm told that's visionary. I don't know what's going. Honestly,
yeah, but they did the same with Arteta, Savva. Oh my God, this guy's revolutionized the whole game. He took us from the pits of hell. I've been told, yeah, bro. We were 8 points off top 4 with 25 games to go when we sacked Unai after finishing 2 points off 3rd and a Europa League final. Yeah, this guy had us bottom of the league, right? When you lot were top of the league. That was the first time in English football history Arsenal have been bottom of the top division when you lot have been top. He should have been sacked. When Tommy Tukes, took over at Chelsea, we were 15th for 5 weeks straight. Yeah? And they kept, Unai Emery had us in the pits of hell. Really? Bro, this guy lost to Aston Villa at home 3-0 under Dean Smith. Dean Smith scored him 3 times in the 4 times he played him, yeah? That was the first time we lost. That was December 20, yeah? 3-0 at home. First time since 1928. We lost to Leicester at home, 1-0, Jamie Vardy. First time since 1974 at home. We lost to Burnley that same month. First time since it was 1972 Leicester, 1976 Burnley, 1-0. Yeah? We lost to Wolves that month at home or away. I think I was at home as well. Yeah? First time since 1975 or 74 or whatever. Bro, he should have been sacked in December 2020. Yeah? Bro, this guy should have been sacked. Yeah? But when people say to me, oh, but who would you have then? Yeah? Who would you have? Ancelotti. Oh, but what did he do at Everton? Schooled your manager twice and finished 3 points behind him with Everton. Yeah? Revolutionary manager. Okay, cool. What about, Conte? Oh, but what did he do at Tottenham? Beat your manager to top 4 in his first season. Yeah? Okay, cool. Oh, Jose's washed. Really? How many trophies has he won since Arteta's been in then? Yeah. Like, bro, I could go round Hansi Flick. Oh, what did he do at Germany? Who cares? He won 6 at Bayern. He done a treble in his first 6 months. And now he's actually top of the league. Yeah. Top of the league. Yeah. In his first season with a youth project. That's a proper youth project, by the way. Bayern. That's obviously Thierry Henry. Yeah. But a proper youth project. Yeah. Then it's, what about, because what these people like to do, I don't know if you get this as well. Who's a realistic option?
Oh,
mate, we're Arsenal Football Club in the Premier League paying this guy 3 times more than Inzaghi, bruv. Double what Ancelotti's getting paid. Yeah. What are we doing about realistic? You go to Inzaghi when we've got 1,000,000,001 defenders and say, bruv, we'll treble your wages because you're on 5.1. We'll give you 15.3, 300 grand a year more than, that's Bergkamp, the GOAT, right? Yeah. Best ever in the Prem. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll give you 15.3. We've got 1,000,000,001 defenders. All you need to do is go and buy 2 dead centre forwards like fucking Lautaro and Thuram, right? Yeah, we can play Tierney left wing back, Timber right wing back. We can play Calafiori, Saliba, and Gabriel centre half. Right? Then we could play Partey and Rice in midfield. Yeah. If you want to play Odegaard, cool, play Odegaard. All you need is 2 strikers and he'll win us a fucking title, mate. That's it. Yeah. Oh, no. He's in a Farmers League. Cool. Well, why you got your pants down for Calafiori from the Farmers League then? When they say Farmers League, Savva, yeah? Say cool. So if all these leagues are Farmers Leagues then, well, you only want to sign players from the Prem. Because they gas up every player from a Farmers League.
Do you know what? This is something that's pissed me off. This has pissed me off over the years. I keep getting told out all these other leagues are crap apart from the Premier League. Every player in the Premier League comes from these leagues that we call crap and Farmers Leagues. They come from Belgium, the Netherlands, France, Germany, Spain, Turkey.
Look at that Kirkes guy at Brighton. That left back at Brighton. He's a baller. Kirkes.
Oh, Bournemouth. Kirkes. Sorry, Bournemouth.
Oh, Bournemouth. Sorry, not Brighton.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Bro, I'll get when people right. So another one then. Who's a realistic option? Do you know what I say now? How about go and get the Grand Passate manager? It worked when we signed Wenger. Yeah. How about go and get Millwall's manager? Because it worked when we signed George Graham. Yeah. How about go and get Brighton's manager? It worked when we signed fucking Bruce Rioch and he signed Bergkamp. Yeah. Then they go, oh, but who's realistic? We're Arsenal Football Club. I see some top goonie, yeah, right? Le Grove is a melt, mate. He looks like, you know, the geezer from The Shaman, the lead singer. He's a good. Ebony, bro, he looks like him. Proper wrong and bro. I swear he's probably on these as well, right? Yeah. When I say Girona manager, yeah, big up Joshua in the chat, yeah. When I say Michel Sanchez, oh, but he ain't won nothing. Oh, really? He got Vallecano, Huesca. Who the fuck? That sounds like an STI, bruv. Yeah, and Girona all promoted from Segunda. He had Real Madrid rattled last season with Girona, bruv. That is the equivalent of Peterborough United. Rattled. Yeah? No, and I swear down, go and get the Spain manager, De La Fuente. He's realistic, right?
The problem for me, anyway, Lee, is we're in this era now where people want to just say nice things because it sounds nice. Now, I'm going to show you an example. I mean, this guy... actually, before I get into that, the people who have paid come first. Big up to my man, Phil P. I love you, Phil. With Happy Friday, Negative Nellies, big up to you. We talked a little bit about the protest earlier, Phil. But
no, fair play. Yeah, but you need to stand outside the ground. Put your ticket in if you got one. It's a turnstile. Obviously, it scans, I take it, yeah? Like the Emirates. It's a red laser thing, it scans. Right? Scan it. Now they know you're in the ground. So when you've got to do the 20 out of 23 games or they take your ticket away, right? Scan it and walk straight back out. 4,000 people do that. Protest outside the ground. They all think because the computers told them that you're in the ground. Yeah. They don't know what you look like. Yeah. They'll do a protest. Now you've got 4K people outside the ground, but they all think you're in ground. Now the stadium's got 4K empty seats. Now you've got 4K outside the ground. Bro, I swear down, you do that for 3 months straight. You'll get more and more people doing it. You can set Telegram groups up. Obviously, the club know about all of it anyway, and they'll be in the groups and all that. Yeah. What you got to do is just scan your ticket before you push the turnstile so it opens. Now they think you're in the ground. Push it until it locks and turn straight back out the queue and wait outside. 4,000 people do that. Trust me. I swear, do that for 3 months. From now to the end of the season, he sells up at the end of the season, mate. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. You want the manager sacked? Do that for 3 weeks straight and the manager's gone. And Postecoglou out banners outside the ground. 4,000 you outside the ground do that after you scanned your ticket. Walk straight back out after you turn the turnstile. I swear down, that manager would be sacked in 3 weeks.
But there you go. Lee's told you what he thinks there. And again, Phil P coming back in saying, come on, guys, in a Mikel. Well,
guys, come on, guys. This is a light bulb, guys. What's better, Phil guys? P, the destination or the journey? Fuck the destination. No, guys. No, it's the journey, guys. No, fuck your journey, bro. It's the destination. We've all been... You've got kids, yeah?
I haven't got kids, no.
Oh, sorry.
No.
My bad.
Sorry, all good.
Fucking
all good.
Dickhead. Io de puta. Fucking hell.
No.
Right? No. Anyway. Okay. Anyone who has kids, yeah? The destination is the end goal, bruv, not the fucking journey. You have to get up at 4 a.m. to get to Heathrow to go on holiday to Dubai, wherever you're going. You sit next to the fattest motherfucker on the plane, yeah, and now you're in the middle. Now they want to go bathroom, but you just want to go to sleep. Now you got to get the kid. Oh, the kids are over there. Let's say it's a family of 4. You're sat in the middle with some fat twat and some randomer. Right? He's on a solo holiday because he can't pull a bird because he's overweight. right? Your missus and your 2 kids are sat there, and you're sat in the middle next to some other random person. But now the fat fuck wants to go to the bathroom. But you have to get up at 4 a.m. The kids are crying. Your missus is moaning. Oh, have we got everything? Oh, I'm panicking. Did we turn the oven off? Did we turn all the lights off? Oh, what if we get robbed? Robbed. Yeah, bro. As soon as you get there, all of a sudden you're at the hotel. You're taking pictures. Oh, we made it. Yeah, F your journey. It's the destination, mate. Give me a fucking trophy, bruv.
No, listen, I agree. Just quickly, what I was saying was this guy's like he's never rude. I like this guy. I think he's from Kenya. So big up to you out there, and somewhere I've always wanted to go, by the way. But this guy, I could say, right, that it's Friday. This is one of those guys, Lee, that will convince me no matter how that I'm wrong. Do you know what I mean? I could say there's 7 days in a week. He'll find a way to tell me I'm wrong. So when he's turned around and said, oh, mate, no, you're good. You're good.
No,
Billy said, you haven't seen Ange football come to light yet. You'll be amazed when it does. Now, first of all, I'm going to talk about
I have, and that was at Celtic. This ain't Celtic, bruv.
This is what I don't get.
Celtic have mentality to keep winning.
Suddenly, our fan base seems to be experts on what happened with Celtic and in Japan and Australia. But it's this. Billy, if you knew our football club, what happened before we sacked Sherwood and brought in Poch? Look at the 6 years we had under Poch. Yes, he didn't get over the line, but that was a very good period for our football club. Look at what happened when we sacked
Let me ask Billy this. Sorry to cut him, Savvy. Let me ask Billy this, yeah? Right? The 3 most successful clubs in world football, right, in the last 25 years are Bayern Munich. In fact, let's go from when this lot won a league. Yeah, from 2004. Man City have actually overtaken Chelsea now, yeah, because of the last season. I think it was last season's league title. I think they've overtaken Chelsea. That and the treble maybe have overtaken Chelsea, right? But let's say since then, right? And let's be real, Man City have got one of the best managers in the world. Yeah, and he's having a shitter, right? Since my club have won a league title in 2004, Real Madrid have sacked 10 managers that didn't win anything. Big up troops always, bruv. Come on. Yeah.
Big up troops. And one day, troops, my phone's going to go and you're going to ask me to come on your show. Just saying, troops. I'm sitting out here waiting, you know.
Bro, this guy's smashed on fucking... This guy's on the blunts, bruv. He don't like, bruv, I swear. He asked me to come on, yeah, and then totally forgot for about 3 weeks that he invited me on. Yeah, he didn't even set it up or set a link or anything. Yeah, bless up troops always. Big up to him. But no, since 2004, since Arsenal won a league title, yeah, Real Madrid have had 19 managers. 10 of them have been sacked for winning nothing. Pellegrini got sacked on 96 points. Why? Because Barca got 99. Yeah. Guess what? They've still won over 30 trophies since 2004. Since 2004, Bayern Munich have had 20 managers. And they've still won nearly 40 trophies. And you can say they're farmers' leagues and they're less competitive. Bollocks. Yeah. The Premier League has had the same winner for 4 years straight. Yeah. Yeah. Real Madrid haven't won the league for 4 years straight, have they? Yeah. There's been 3 winners in the last 4 years. Now, if you go Chelsea was sacking. Chelsea have had 22 managers, I think it is. Maybe actually. I think Maresca might be 23. It's 22 or 23. Since my club won a league title. Now go and have a look how many trophies they've won. They've about 27 trophies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it almost works, doesn't it? Yeah, I'll give you another example. Real Madrid have won 2 trophies this season. Ancelotti is now the most successful manager in their history. Most successful manager in their history. Mbappe has scored in 3 finals at Madrid since he's been there. They got battered in the final 5-2 to Barcelona. The very next game, they got booed on the fucking pitch at the Bernabeu against Celta Vigo. Yeah, Mbappe's getting booed. He scored in 3 finals, bro. They got pammed 5-2 in the last one, yeah? Right? He scored in that and they got banged. Right? They got booed on. They're reading the players' names out. Every player. Bear in mind, some of these men have won 6 Champions Leagues, by the way, for that club. Yeah, won multiple trophies. Manager's name gets read out, booed. Most successful man. None of this look at what he's done for the club. Yeah, guess what? They went 2-0 up against Celta. That was Copa del Rey. They went 2-2. Yeah, they spanked him in extra time, 5-2. Right? None of this bullshit, bro. The Madrid derby, Atleti, the other day. For 20 minutes towards the second end of the first half, Real Madrid were getting booed, mate. Whistles, jeers, and all that half time, 20 minutes, all that. First 10 minutes of the second half, booed, whistle, jeered. That was Real Madrid's best display in the league this season in the second half. Because they're crap to watch, bruv. Yeah, they absolutely battered Real Atleti off the pitch. Atleti in that game, that 1-1, had one shot on target, and that was Alvarez's Panenka penalty. That's the only shot they had on target the entire game. They've played them off the park. Why? Because accountability, Savva. Yeah, because their fans own the club. The season ticket holder, socios, own the club. With us, too many happy clappers, mate. Yeah, and anyone, and I say this all the time, and I share my screen all the time, yeah? If anyone's sickly, toxic, positive about Madrid after a draw on Twitter, so from Madrid, they won't do all this shameless tough night in Barca and all this crap. Yeah, a Champions League campaign to be proud of. They don't do all that crap. They literally, if it's a dead result, a draw or a loss, they just post out the score, and the minute and the players for both teams and tag the other club. That's it. And a graphic. And then they'll post out Ancelotti's post-match, and they'll post out maybe Modric's post-match, and that's about it. Yeah. That's about it. We're shamelessly giving it, heads up onto the next, all that. No. Right, so then, anyone in their post, underneath their post, that's sickly, toxic, positive, bro, the Madridistas are battering them. No, this is Madrid, bro. We put out tough night in Bayern, a Champions League campaign to be proud of. I'm going nuts and I'm getting bombarded with abuse. That is the difference. And my club smashed down a stadium to be like both of them clubs. So why can't I want that? Bro, I've seen my club go 9 years without a trophy. At this point, 5 years in, which it is by the end of this season, fans were Troops, you're in the chat. Fans were punching each other up in the ground, Wenger in, Wenger out. What's the difference? The difference is the PR. The difference is they fancy the manager. They hope. Yeah, we were up against Fergie. Yeah, come on. Fergie's better than Pep. Let's be real with it. Yeah, I like Pep, but he's not better than Fergie, bruv. That guy's won 13 Prems.
Do you know the funny thing? And I'm aware you need to shoot in a minute.
I'll do another 10. I'll do half an hour. Okay, I'll do another 10.
Do you know what I find very, very funny is Spurs have lost something like 25 of our last 55 Premier League games. It's something like that. It's somewhere in and around that mid-20s versus 55, 60 game. And the excuses I see from fans is like, do you know the best one? I used to do this show called Debate Savva, right? I invite people to come on and debate me. It was hilarious, right? And this guy comes on. He said, Savva, what you've got to understand is you've got to hit it's like a V. And Spurs, Ange started here. He's got to hit the bottom of the V before he can go back up. And I'm saying to this guy, he's nearly been here 2 years and taken us backwards. Surely, right? If a manager comes in,
got sacked in fourth.
But the thing is, Lee, for me, if a manager comes in the first 3 to 6 months, right? And it's up and down, and they're trying to settle into a philosophy, I'm cool with that. If after that first year you see, right, we're doing that now.
First year, you go cool. Second year, you better fucking win something.
Right.
And if you don't, you're gone. Doesn't matter what club it is, Savva.
No, I hear you. But you Spurs, for example, right? Even as a club that don't win anything, Pochettino, difficult first year, wanted to get his ideas across. A lot of fans not really very happy. From year 2 onwards, it just went like that. This manager has gone like he had 10 games where it went like that, and now it's gone like one of those rides at a theme park that just goes down, and people are going, but he's only had nearly 2 years.
Like Katie Price found the fucking footballer, bro. That's what Ange has done.
Exactly. After nearly 2 years, right? Bearing in mind he would have joined in June, so we're now in February. So nearly 2 years. Yeah. I expect to see my team, Lee. I'm not saying I expect this Tottenham team to have suddenly won everything. But what I expect is to see, wow, look how organised we are as a team. Look how well drilled we are.
And that's the one thing I give Arteta a little bit of credit for, because I give him credit for the FA Cup win. But look at the FA Cup win. Bro, we only have Kieran Tierney left at this club, who's out of contract in the summer, that he's bombed out the club, don't want to play. Yeah, wanted to get rid of, but then we've had injuries everywhere, so he's kept him. And he's out of contract in the summer, right? That is the only guy that is still at this football club that started that final. Saka weren't in the fucking squad. Yeah. Martinelli weren't in the squad. The only player that is still at this club that has actually won a trophy at this club, i.e. played the final, and Saka scored, so I'll give him credit for that. He scored in the earlier rounds, yeah? So that goal led to something. If I ask you what Harry Kane's most important goal is, there ain't one, because he ain't won nothing at your club. He ain't won nothing in his career. So all of his goals are irrelevant, yeah? Saka, I think he scored against Blackburn, I think it was. I think it was Blackburn or Leeds or someone, I can't remember. Yeah, but it was in an earlier round. Danny Ceballos has factually done more than the scrubs that are still here, bruv. Yeah, the scrubs that are here. All the players this guy has bought have won nothing at our club. Right? Danny Ceballos is balling out of Real Madrid, by the way. He's actually having a good season, a very good season. Yeah, I'd take Danny Ceballos at number 10 over Odegaard. Danny Ceballos is actually a better footballer than Bournemouth. That's it. Troops knew. See, Troops, your mentality, your knowledge is lit. Yeah, you know, Troops, you'd know where we got Wenger from, innit? And what shirt sponsors and all that. These men that represent us online, mate. Yeah, on the mainstream, bro. Bun these idiots, bro. They ain't got a clue. Yeah, imagine getting us and Kenny Ken and Jez and DJB and all that and Northside and that. Bro, they wouldn't have a clue what they is. Yeah, even Carragher was baffled.
Do you know Bournemouth's manager, Iriola, who's, for me, fantastic? Do you know he's been there the same amount of time as Ange? And Spurs have done that, and Bournemouth are doing that.
But
Bournemouth
you know
have a 12,000-seater stadium.
Bro, X has more people watching his watch-alongs.
Mate, absolutely.
Do you know what's mad, though, Savvy?
It's mad.
I feel like when you're shopping in the bargain basement and getting Dominic Solanke, when you get players, and listen, they got rid of Solanke, and look how good they're doing. Yeah, I know they ain't won nothing, but this is why. Ange, for example, coming back to your club, yeah? Right? Bro, this guy, surely you would think, coming from Celtic, yeah? Celtic, right? And he won shit at Celtic, yeah? Right? But let's be real here. He got knocked out in the second round against Fulham. Bro, surely you want to go into a club and you want to go, yo, I want to win a trophy straight away. Straight away that gets the fans on side. Look at what we done with Arteta. He won the FA Cup. He played 3 at the back, yeah, which he's never done since pretty much, right? Never done it. We've got enough defenders to play 3 at the back now. Go 3 at the back now. We might win the league. Who fucking knows, right? And if he wins the league, fair play to him. Yeah, I'll eat humble pie and say cheers, right? Fair play. Yeah, but at the same time, surely you want to go into a new club and you want to win something straight away because it builds mentality. He's knocked you out of every cup. You ain't winning the Europa League. Yeah, if I was to put money on it, and I don't gamble, yeah, if I was to put money on it, yeah, I'd say that Bilbao, yeah, or Lazio will win that Europa League, or Frankfurt maybe. One of them 3. Yeah, you ain't winning it.
Have you seen the draw today? It was Bilbao versus Roma. What a game that's
right, Bilbao are pam them. Bilbao playing off the park.
That's going to be a great game.
Real Sociedad are do Man United, and they're not good. Real Sociedad are shit, bruv. They've been shit all season. They were shit last season.
Jay, hang on. Again, I think you need to go and look at Iriola's history. Like, I feel like, what are we doing?
But do you know what? Yeah, cool. He ain't won nothing. Well, neither did Arteta when he got the job. Yeah, what's Poch ever won? Yeah, until he left Tottenham, he didn't win fuck all, right? Yeah, but he's considered one of your better managers in your career, in your history, sorry. Right? So, yeah, Stour, big up Stour, my Romanian G's, Capul Sus Frates. Come on. Yeah, but real talk, yeah, doesn't matter if you haven't won nothing. Yeah, I want to see something different. All these managers, I see people saying all the time, yeah, like Pep's ruined football. No, he ain't. It's all these idiots trying to play Pep ball, even down in the lower leagues and youth football. They're all trying to copy Pep. Yeah, bro. We've grown up, Savva, in the same area, yeah? And so have a lot of people in the chat. Where's the big Sam? Lump it up to the target, man. Yeah, Kevin Davis with his fucking 20-foot wide chest.
Kevin Davis. Didn't Kevin Davis score like a wonder goal for Chesterfield or something in an FA Cup? I want to say in an FA Cup quarter-final or semi-final, then was bought off the back of that. Is that am I in the right?
Yeah, where's the I said before, yeah. Right, I've said before when Lacazette was at Arsenal and Chris Wood was at Burnley. I said, if you put Chris Wood at Arsenal he would factually outscore Lacazette if Lacazette was at Burnley. Yeah, everyone laughed me out of town. How many goals he scored this season? And when we played them next week, 19. When we played them next week, he was on to you the other day. I see that. Yeah, I see that.
Wolfie, he knows. Do you know what? He's like my wife. He knows what to press to piss me off. He knows exactly what to say. Look, Lee,
yeah, but that's like a girl, bro. A girl rattles me. Pause. Yeah, like
I love.
But the same, vice versa. But I don't rage quit. He rage quits.
I love nothing more than watching a Lee versus a Gal debate. I love a Gal because do you know what? Do you know what I love about him? Do you know what I love about him?
He turns up, bro. He turns up.
Yes, he turns up. Look, Lee, I know you've got to go. I know you've got to go.
Yeah, I'm live with Rants in an hour. What time is it? No, I'm live with Rants in 36 minutes, 34 minutes. Listen, so I'm going to go and do a press conference reaction.
Give my best to Rants. Top guy. Really did help me out as well. Guys and girls, before we go, just quickly.
And non-binaries, unicorns.
I've seen a number of these. People saying they remember me and Lee had a massive row. Another one said, hope we've hashed our differences. We had a football row on a football show. You do realise that when YouTubers have a row on a show, it doesn't mean we go behind the scenes and go.
Me and right, people, yeah, but Savva, this is the thing, yeah. People love a drama, innit? Right? A gal rage quit the other day. Yeah. Right. And he was on the stream the other night. Yeah. And I always text him after the games. Yeah, because I don't just want to get him on when we've lost. Because I ain't like that. Yeah, and I speak to a gal quite a lot. And he was like, I'm out at a soft play with my wife and my little one. Yeah, when he got home, I was still live. He said, text me a link. Yeah, he's now fucking 5 of us going against him. Right? Yeah. And he was like, yo, I've got to bounce. And I texted him, I said, you made some good points. Yeah, I don't agree with 95% of what he says. Yeah, but you know what? He's actually sound. Yeah, whereas people that... Yeah, I like a girl as well because you know what? It's actually likable. But when you see some of these other top gooners that sit online, they're not likable, bruv. Yeah, they're condescending. Yeah, I'm condescending. Yeah, but I know my history. Yeah, I know my club, and I give you facts on facts on facts. And if the club plays well, look at what I didn't see no idiots in my chat when we slapped Man City 5-1. But when we, and I don't know if you get this here because you do the watch alongs. If you lose, you don't see these idiots. If you slap a team, you don't see these idiots. But if you narrowly beat a team, they all come out the woodwork. What are you saying now?
Don't.
And guess what? Ultimately, I'm always right.
If Spurs beat Ipswich, who are in the relegation zone this Saturday, tomorrow, watch how many people join my watch along afterwards. Savva in the mud. Even though I will say we should. All right, Frank. Even though I will say, right, listen, we must go. We must go. Look, before we do, listen, guys and girls, please subscribe to Lee. Please subscribe to me on this channel as well. And thank you for those that did subscribe to my new channel. We didn't even get to 400, which is really poor from you lot. One last chance, please, on your way out, smash this link. It would be much appreciated. Guys, lots of people have said, can this be a regular show? Listen, I know Lee's a very, very busy man.
Yeah, I can't commit to regs. I can't. But I'll jump on when I can.
But that's all I ever ask. Look, Lee, I love our football chats. Please, please, people in the chat, just because you see 2 people have a row online, it doesn't mean
I get this all the time. Lee, it's an echo chamber on Lee's channel. Cool. Well, how comes me and a gal sit there and argue every week then? Yeah. It's an echo chamber on Rance's channel. Yeah. Yet me and Rance have been arguing all year about fucking Ruben Amorim. Like, do you know what I mean? I've seen Cuss rattle him. I've rattled him. Like fucking Said. But this is what they chat shit, most of these people. But listen, bless up for watching. Thanks for having me on. Yeah. I'm going live literally now for half an hour. And then I'm on with Rance in half an hour as well. Then I'm on for a watch along. Let me just say, thanks for posting out to your followers to subscribe to that channel. I appreciate that. Listen, everybody, whether you love Lee, hate Lee, Marmite Lee, Marmite Savva, whatever. They all love us, mate. They all love us, but that's why they come and watch us. Love us or hate us, yeah. They love us, really. I need to get new enemies, mate, because I'm always right.
What is it? Hate me, adore me, but you never ignore me. Is that the same? Guys, Lee, thank you very much. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Everyone in the chat, thank you very much. Smash the like button. Please keep subscribing. I'll be back tomorrow. Tottenham versus Ipswich, 1 p.m. for all the build-up. And JJ, my mate, I love this guy. This was an echo chamber. Sure, let me find something to have a go at Lee next time. Big up to everyone. Take care. And as always, come on, you Spurs.